I think I had a very similar experience that a lot of people did. Like, this is too dense, this is too long, I have no interest, I just want to be a teenager. But then Ron gave us this book called Why Read Moby Dick? At which point I felt like, well, this actually happened, I should probably read it. And I read it, and I'm glad I did, and a little disappointed that I didn't in high school, because that could have been a story that I carried with me through that whole time. There's no way to prepare you for how much water you're going to be dealing with, but you know, I certainly learned to appreciate the ocean and, more importantly, to respect it. That it can change at a moment's notice, and your survival depends on it. Owen Chase sinks the boat, all right? Let's not everybody forget who puts the boat on the bottom of the ocean. Maybe I slipped up a little bit, but I was doing just fine, all right? But also, I think you're right, there is something sad about it, that kind of legacy pressure that's put upon him. I wonder if he ever had a moment to go, do you actually like boats? And as a kid, and probably say, no, I want to be a ballet dancer, who knows? But he never had that option, he never had that choice. And there's something sad about that. And what's great about the movie is, as they progress, as they have to survive, the class system dissolves, and they learn to band together, and that they need each other. And I think we could probably all apply that to our lives. Well, just being in a Ron Howard movie right there, you know, makes your hair stand on end, and you kind of get your game face on. But also, it was excruciating, and you know, the diet, the hours, but I don't know, there's a level of, I think, respect that needed to be maintained, because these were real men that went through a real ordeal, and it might be a little disrespectful if in between takes we're sitting on the beach sipping a Mai Tai. You kind of need to be a little uncomfortable to do it properly. We would lay there in between takes and fantasize about food, you know, kind of like you'd fantasize, like you imagine them fantasizing about their wives back home. We were going, chocolate cake. And, but it's every little thing that you can do to make it pleasant for each other. I mean, as uncomfortable as we were, we laughed a lot. And as difficult as the diet was, we were competitive with it. We made it as fun as we possibly could. And, you know, it was a great group of guys. Forgive the pun, the man's a dreamboat. He's just, my job was especially difficult because I'm supposed to not like the guy. He's the most charming, gorgeous man that's ever lived, and I gotta treat him poorly? It's really hard. But it's a testament to what a great actor I am, right? There's a comedian named Mike Birbiglia who does this bit about how if you don't like a movie, you can say, I didn't like the set, I didn't like the story, I didn't like the actors. But in stand-up, it really is true. If they don't like it, they just don't like you. You know, your personality. And yeah, it's horrifying every time, of course. Both my parents are pretty funny. And I think life is funny. I think sometimes as actors we make the mistake of separating comedy and tragedy, but I think they're too blended. You know, some of the saddest things in life are hilarious, and some of the funniest things come from the fact that it's really sad. You can come see me in the new Nicholas Sparks movie, The Choice, you know, Kissing in the Rain, all that good stuff. And then I'm going back to Broadway. I'm doing American Psycho, the musical, two very different projects.